Hey baby, I just thought I'd make a quick little video while I'm out here at the campgrounds with your mom and dad and your sister. I just walked over here to sit down and, I don't know, just sit on the rocks and listen to the water and, I don't know, just have a little peace. Um, Alright, so, here it is. I love you. I love you more than I ever loved anybody. I don't think well, I didn't know what love was. We all know that, you know. My my definition of love was so fucking skewed and fucked up and just messed up. My bad. I forgot. I'm not supposed to be saying the F word. I'm working on it. But so I need you to listen to me. I understand that you need addresses. And I understand you need Kim's address. And I'll send it in my next letter. But I'm not okay yet with that. I don't really talk to her anymore. I'm not okay with that. I know that that's your friend, and I know that you need to do whatever you need to do to move forward in your program. So I'm gonna let that happen, and I will send you her address. Or it's 1144 Riverview Road, Ashland, Kentucky, 41101. I forgive you, and I've forgiven her, but I'm still a little, I don't want to say bitter, but maybe that is the word. I'm bitter. I'm angry. I'm angry that I didn't mean enough to 3 people that meant so much to me, that I didn't mean enough to those 3 people. I mean, it was bad enough to know that it happened, but to know that it was videotaped, it just really made me feel like I didn't mean nothing to any one of you 3. I know different now. And I know that there's going to be things that I'm going to have to hear from you on how they hurt you, even though you forgive me and we're moving on. I know that there's things that you're going to want to say to me too. And I take responsibility, and I have accountability for my part in this. But they tell us in this 12-step program that we have to voice it. We have to say what we want to say, and then once it's said, it's done. And that's where I'm at. I have said what I've had to say. I have forgiven you both. I am moving forward. But I didn't want that to be something that could hold us back from going forward. I didn't want that bitterness and that feeling of not worthy enough or not good enough for the three of you, that I just needed to tell you that. I hope you're not angry with me, but if you are, I understand, and we'll work through it. We'll get past it. Um, this is not easy for me. Um, Staying and fighting and not giving in to that that want to just turn around and run away, that I'm so used to, that I'm so eager to just say fuck it. Oh, what? My bad. My bad. Screw it. So, I've always been a runner. I mean, I'll fight, but I've always been a runner. I fought for the wrong things. I fought for the wrong reasons. This is the first time in my life that I've ever wanted to stand and fight something as hard as I'm fighting it. You know, your sister says I make it look easy because I don't have withdrawals, or I don't, I don't talk about this, or I don't talk about that. But it's not easy, and I told her that. Like, it's a very sad and lonely place because I literally turned my back to everybody I knew and everybody I talked to. Like, I literally just have your mom and your sister. Like, that's it. I go to work and I come home. I go to work and I come home. Or I go shopping. It's totally fine. But it's not an easy thing for me every day, because some days I just want to wake up and I'm like, oh my God, if I just pack my shit up now and I can just leave, nobody would ever know. Nobody would ever know where I'm at. Nobody could ever come look for me. So I need you to know that I wake up every day. Some days I have those thoughts, and some days I don't. But on the days that I do, I look at my screensaver. And I remember that day that we had to take you to Genesis. And that day that you chose not to get high. And the pride that I felt for, the pride I was so proud of you. Like, I was so proud of you. That I make that decision every day because I want you to feel like I did that day. You really are my hero. You don't have to stay where you're at. I mean, yeah, granted, you could walk away and then go to jail for 3 years, give or take 4 or 5 months. Did you make parole? But, you stay there and you tell me in your letters that you want to make me happy. That home is where I'm at. My heart is with you, and it has been for so long. And I don't care where we live. I don't care. I bought a camper because we always say we want to build a cabin. And there's no reason why we can't now. There's no reason we don't have no expenses. We don't have habits besides cigarettes, and I'm trying to get rid of mine too for that. But, like, there's no reason why we can't build our own cabin. There really isn't. It's like no reason. So, I decided that buying a camper instead of trying to buy a dang house without you was the best thing for us both. I wish you could have been a part of it, but at the same time, the way it came about, it was just the Lord. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I paid $400 for the camper. I gave him $200 last payday, or last week, and I'll give him the other $200 on the 3rd when I get my big check. And I got it from Carla. And she wanted to just give it to me because we were doing so well. And she was so proud of me and so proud that you were in rehab. And I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to have paid for it, whether it was nothing, next to nothing, or I still have the peace of knowing that we paid for it. And I don't say I say we, because whether you're here by me or you're not here by me, this is a we thing. I don't think of just myself anymore. And I need to apologize for being so selfish. I always said I wasn't a selfish person, but I was. God, I was so selfish. I didn't think of anybody but my damn self and my own habit and my own addiction and dragging you right along with me so I didn't have to quit my own stupid crap. And I ask you to please forgive me for that, because I didn't see it for what it really was, or maybe I just didn't want to see it. Maybe I just wanted to be ignorant or stupid to it. But I'm really sorry. And I apologize for walking you through the gates of hell and dragging you right along with me for the last 5 years. Now, granted, you chose to go with me a lot of times. But I made your I started your journey when I put that needle in your arm. And baby, I'm so sorry. I need you to know that what I said I meant when I told you that I would make sure every day for the rest of my life you know how much I love you. Not that you know, but that you feel loved. I hope that what I'm doing now has helped you feel loved. You don't really talk to me about the things I write to you about. You're just kind of vague, and so that's why I haven't wrote in a couple of days, because I have poured my heart out in a couple of letters, and I don't feel like you have acknowledged those letters at all, or maybe you're just not ready to, or maybe it's not the time for them yet, or I don't know. So I feel like maybe I've upset you, or I have done something wrong, and so I don't know. But I truly hope that you do feel loved, because you're my reason I get up every day. You're the reason I stay sober through the day. You're the reason that I come home at night and lay down and go to bed and get up and do the same thing the next day. You're my hero. And I told you a long time ago, what is it they say in that movie Titanic? You jump, I jump. Yeah. You jump, I jump. You're doing it, and there's no reason why I can't do this. I have bad days, just like I know you do. There's some days that I'm sure you're bitchy and hateful and don't want to be there and want to just go home, but you find a reason to stay. Just like I find a reason to go to work, and I find a reason to go to a meeting when I need to. Call your sister when I'm having a bad day. Just, every time I make the right decision, the next right decision is just a little bit easier to make. It's not so hard as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I've faked it till I make it, that fake it till you make it crap most of my life when I've done this. So for me to genuinely put everything I have into this, and to do it for the right reasons, the right way, and work the steps the way they go, in the order they go, and then to get a sponsor and do all this, it's just different. This time it's just different. I know this is a long video, and you're probably not going to want to sit through all of it because, well, I don't know. You can sit through a movie. I can't. What it is I can't sit here that long. And I feel like I've totally overwhelmed myself, and I love you. love you. I truly, truly. I'm not taking my hat off because my hair's a mess. So shush. But I truly love you, baby. I love you more than you'll ever, ever know. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of me. Like, that's the big thing, too. Like, I am proud of me. Like, I'm proud of me for so many reasons. Like, and I hope you're proud of yourself. But I'm so proud of me because I have chose to put myself in a difficult situation, uncomfortable as shit, and make it through it and find the goodness in it and find a way to make it to put it to my advantage. Like, I was so not wanting to stay at Brooks. Like, Brooks Sober Living was so not what I wanted to do. But you know what? I wouldn't want it any other way now. Like, she's amazing. I can so tell she's your sister some days. But she's amazing. And she has been tough on me when she's had to be. But we all know that sometimes you have to hold me accountable. You can't let me run over you, or that's not going to help me at all. So she's totally stepped up to the plate and done what I needed her to do without me even really thinking that's what I needed, and helped me to realize that she's made it to where the choices I made, they're my choices. But she always, if I'm having a problem making a decision on this or that, or am I capable of doing this? Am I capable of she always puts it to where, like you would do. It's so canny sometimes. Lord, it's really canny. But I always end up making the right decision because she makes it to where I can understand the pros and the cons and the consequences and what'll happen if I make this decision. Like, she can look to she's like you. Like, she can make a decision in her head and see where it's going to go, like 6 months down the road, or 3 months down the road, or 2 years down the road. Whereas we all know that I'm a very impulsive, just, fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. Well, I'm getting better, though. I'm really getting better. I'm learning to make decisions based on the long term, not the short term. And our future is a long term for me. I am going to be, well, I don't want to say I'm going to be, because that's just, I hope and I have faith that I'm going to be the last woman that you're ever going to be with. You get that? So, this is almost a 20-minute video, and I don't know where the hell the time just went. So, I love you. I miss you. Alright, let me take this damn thing out of my head. Alright. Oh my God, look at my head's been in a hat all day. So here I am. God, I miss you so much. But I just took my hat off so that you can see that it's really just me. All me. I love you so much. I miss you. Mwah. I'm gonna end this. I love you, baby. Mwah.